Breaking news tops tonight's Fox 11 News at 5 as Mercury Marine union members continue to vote in a last-ditch effort to keep their jobs here in Wisconsin. 10 o'clock last night, union members thought they had a chance for a second vote on a company proposal to revise their current contract. At stake, more than 800 jobs. In the morning, the vote was suspended, but now it's back on, leaving a lot of questions for the union, the company, and the community. The rush of the past 24 hours comes 1 week after an initial vote last Sunday.
There is a lot on the line. Without union concessions, Mercury Marine says it will begin planning to move 850 jobs from Fond du Lac to its non-union plant in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Last Sunday's vote rejected the deal that included wage and benefit cuts. Fox 11's Robert Hornacek is live in Fond du Lac and has more from both sides.
Well, good evening, Laura. Workers are voting right now in this union hall behind me in Fond du Lac, and they're voting on Mercury's contract offer. That offer actually expired at midnight of last night, but the union and many members are hoping that some way can be found to have these votes still count. Mercury Marine workers filed in and out of the union hall throughout the day on Sunday, casting a vote which may or may not make a difference.
I just hope that we can come to a conclusion, keep Mercury here, It's
Carl Narbtovics has spent 37 years at Mercury Marine. He says he hopes the company will recognize the vote, even though the company issued a statement early Sunday saying the deadline has passed.
Be the right thing to do, but, I think that's gone by the wayside, so... But we'll see.
Workers started voting at 10 o'clock on Saturday night. The voting was called off at midnight after more than 200 of the 800 or so union members cast ballots.
The company told us that we needed to make a good faith effort at getting this thing voted last night.
Union Rep Russell Kring says the union is voting on a much different proposal than the first offer, which was rejected by the union. Kring says the company gave the union a written guarantee to bring more jobs to Fond du Lac from Oklahoma. He also says the wages of current employees would remain the same and would not go down if the employees were laid off and then brought back to work. Kring says the union was led to believe that even though the company's offer expired at midnight, the voting could continue.
We explained to them that we've got people that are out of town that didn't know the vote was going to be here, so that we would need to be open yet on Monday because those people would be coming back, and they agreed. They understood that.
But the company says the deadline has expired.
As of now, we're basically moving on and starting to make preparations to start moving, to make the transition process to Stillwater, moving work to Stillwater, Oklahoma.
But the voting and the hope will continue.
Well, I'm hoping that they live up to what they told me.
They'll accept this vote and keep the company back in Fond du Lac where it belongs, where it originally started.
A spokesman for Mercury Marine says the company would be willing to accept votes from any of the union members who arrived at the union hall on Saturday night before midnight, but the union says at this point that's simply not possible to separate the votes out like that. The voting here at the union hall continues until 6 o'clock tonight. It will pick up again tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and end at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Reporting live in Fond du Lac, Robert Hornacek, Fox 11 News.